Have you ever wondered if climate change is a natural cycle, or if we, as humans, have a hand in it? Welcome to the world of climate change, a phenomenon as fascinating as it is contentious. This topic has been the subject of heated debates, scientific studies, and late-night ponderings. Today, we'll be diving into the heart of it all, starting with those who believe it's a natural occurrence. The Earth, as we all know, has been around for quite a while, and during that time, it has seen some pretty significant changes in its climate. Ice ages, periods of intense heat, and even times when the planet was lush and green from pole to pole. These shifts in climate are tied to natural drivers, elements that have the power to influence the Earth's climate on a global scale. Take solar radiation, for instance. Our sun is a dynamic, ever-changing entity. Its activity oscillates over time, leading to periods of increased and decreased radiation reaching our planet. This can cause the Earth to warm up or cool down, respectively. Then there's volcanic activity. When a volcano erupts, it spews out a vast amount of gases and particles into the atmosphere. Some of these, like sulfur dioxide, can reflect sunlight back into space, leading to a cooling effect on the Earth's surface. But it's not just about the big, explosive events. Even the slow, steady processes like plate tectonics and the carbon cycle play a role in shaping our planet's climate over millions of years. It's clear that the Earth's climate has changed before, and it will change again. But the question that lingers is, how much of the change we're seeing now is part of this natural cycle, and how much is due to human influence? There's a lot to unpack here, from the melting ice caps to the rising sea levels, from the unprecedented heat waves to the increasingly intense storms. Now that we've seen the arguments for climate change as a natural phenomenon, let's examine the other side of the coin. But what if climate change isn't entirely natural? What if our actions are accelerating it? In the grand scheme of Earth's history, climate change is indeed a natural phenomenon. Ice ages have come and gone, and the planet's temperature has fluctuated over millions of years. But the rate of change we're seeing today is anything but ordinary. It's like fast-forwarding through a movie, except this is our reality, not a film. The burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas has significantly increased the concentration of greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. Picture these gases as a blanket around the Earth, trapping heat and gradually raising global temperatures. This is the greenhouse effect, and it is vital for life on Earth. But too much of a good thing can be harmful, and that's what's happening now. Our blanket is getting thicker, and the Earth is heating up more than it naturally should. Industrial activities, too, play a significant role. Manufacturing processes, waste management, and agricultural practices all contribute to the emission of potent greenhouse gases. It's a complex problem, interconnected with our way of life, our economies, and our consumption habits. And let's not forget about deforestation. Our forests act like the Earth's lungs, absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. But when we cut down trees for timber or to make way for agriculture, we're not just losing these natural air purifiers, we're also releasing the carbon stored in their trunks, leaves, and roots, adding to the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Do you know what's fascinating, though? The scientific community is largely in agreement here. Over 97% of actively publishing climate scientists concur that these human activities are causing our planet to warm. This isn't a theory or a guess. It's a conclusion based on a wide array of evidence from multiple scientific disciplines. So we've seen the evidence and we've heard from the scientists. With both sides of the argument in view, the question remains, where do we go from here? How does the division in beliefs impact the policies we make to combat climate change? This question becomes increasingly pertinent as climate change continues to affect our daily lives. When it comes to shaping policies, our beliefs and political affiliations can play a significant role. Some see climate change as an urgent crisis needing immediate action, while others may view it as a natural phenomenon that requires a more measured response. This divergence in viewpoints can lead to a tug-of-war in policy development, with one side advocating for aggressive measures and the other for more conservative ones. The result? A continuous cycle of policy changes that can hinder long-term solutions. But here's the thing, climate change doesn't pick a side. It affects us all. So it's crucial that we find common ground and work towards policies that not only address the issue at hand, but also safeguard the interests of future generations. Remember, the future of our planet depends on the actions we take today. Let's make them count. To recap, we've discussed the two main viewpoints on climate change: that it's a natural occurrence, or it's accelerated by human activities. We've looked into the evidence supporting both sides, and we've explored the political divide that shapes our climate policies. The tug-of-war between belief and science, between political will and necessity, continues. Yet the undeniable truth is this: our Earth is undergoing change. Whether you believe climate change is natural or man-made, the fact remains that our planet is changing. The question is, what are we going to do about it?